How?
What?
I don't know. Wait. What, I didn't click on us? I did, though. Whatever. We're here. I don't think that I've ever done that. I actually don't even know how it did that.
Yeah.
It went back to what it was.
I think you cursed yourself, though, because you said, I'm just clicking stuff, so I hope it works.
Yeah, I guess so, but I really thought I clicked the right stuff. Whatever. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy, a.k.a. Live at the Stexy with Steph Sabraw. Yo, guys. Mad people getting COVID. I mean, literally, that's the entire show today. The entire show, start to finish today, full stop, is that Donald Trump and friends, I guess, can we call them Trump and friends?
Trump and friends.
Trump and friends. It's like Fox and Friends, but Trump and friends have gotten positive results. Positive results sounds like it's a good thing.
I know.
They tested positive for COVID. Cam Newton, not Trump and friend, also tested positive for COVID. Which one got the bigger reaction from Roxy? Definitely Cam Newton.
Cam Newton.
That was very...
Everyone's getting COVID because guess what?
What?
This pandemic's fucking real.
Yeah,
and it's been real since 2019.
What did he refer to as today? A plague. Donald Trump, for the first time, refers to COVID as a plague.
I know, he's on an apology tour. All of his tweets are like now thanking the doctors and first responders. I'm like...
Yeah.
This man.
Yeah, there's that. Oh, I was supposed to go get tested today.
Oh.
I'll go Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. Word.
Oh, yeah, that was supposed to happen today.
Yeah. This morning I was going to go. But what's good is that once I get tested, we'll all know how we're all doing. Because by we all, I mean me,
facts.
you, and Darina. We are doing World Girl stuff today also, so it'll be a relatively short show. Also, I think Steph and I are both going to do our hair on the show today.
Oh, yeah, it'll be really fun. I mean, Rox and I have reached a point where...
What's the point?
We just, like, kept going tit for tat on what the headlines were, who has coronavirus, who's saying some outlandish fucking crazy shit, and it's... Like 2020 continues to amaze me, and I, as a host who has a lot to say, is losing things to say.
Yeah, but we do know what to say about this. Brett Hankinson, Miles Cosgrove, Jonathan Mattingly arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. Now, Steph, we had to start doing asterisks because we forgot how stupid the planet was. So, like, arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor, asterisk, for killing Breonna Taylor.
Wow.
Asterisk, all three of them.
Wow.
Didn't know we had to add that initially, but apparently we do. So we had to be a little more specific now.
Because property is more important than people, Roxy. I keep explaining this
to you. Why don't I get it? It just won't
Stop
go
being
through my
an
thick
SJ
skull.
warrior.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I agree. There are some things that I do have stuff to say that are very clear. Arrest the cops that killed and murdered Breonna Taylor for murdering
her. Didn't know that we had to add that, but we do. So we continue to talk about that. Did you see about them releasing the recordings?
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking more about that as we know. So that's unprecedented.
Yes.
I was surprised about that.
Yeah. And it's interesting because the grand jury reached the conclusion that it was just wanton endangerment.
Right.
So it's interesting.
But based on what seemingly was the recommendation. It's all.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll find out more.
Yeah.
And we'll keep you guys posted. But that's not mainly what we're talking about today. We're talking a lot about COVID. Yesterday, we talked about Donald Trump having COVID. It had just come out that he did. And he then, since the show, has gone to Walter Reed Hospital, where he's tweeted about the staff, saying that they're wonderful. He put out a little video.
Of course they are.
Yeah, of course they're the best. Because he is the hugest staff. They're the greatest staff. They're the best staff in the world. And of
course the doctors are fucking amazing. We've been saying this since the beginning.
Yeah.
You just didn't want to give them PPE or anything. Like,
what's PPE?
PPE, protective, something equipment.
Oh, for against COVID.
Yeah, for doctors. Proper I don't know. It's like their proper protective equipment.
I've never heard that phrase.
PPE.
Where did I be?
I have a few friends in med school right now, and they like give me all the lowdown gossip.
I have.
You have nurse friends.
Yeah. I just haven't heard that.
Yeah.
PPE.
Yeah.
Sounds like PP.
PP.
Donald Trump won't go PP on us. Whoa, the Comey rule, the show I'm trying to get you to watch on Showtime.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the big things that they keep talking about in the show is whether or not Donald Trump asked these prostitutes to have a golden shower on a bed that Obama slept in. and it's like a huge thing in that the FBI has been like looking into. And every time now, when you said PP, I literally was like, "Are you talking about PP urine?"
Oh my god! And my gut says yes.
Yes, I know.
Everything in my body says that happened.
Yeah, disgusting. Who else has watched that show? It's really wild.
Yeah, I want to watch that. What's it on again?
Showtime. Okay, and it's only 4 hours, so you got no excuse.
Yeah.
So, and also, your family's gonna love it.
Yeah.
So just very politically charged and awesome. So Donald Trump gets COVID, meaning everybody who's been around him needs to get tested. So far, Pence tested negative, apparently, which is shocking considering the other people who have been in close proximity with Trump all are testing positive.
And
so
can I just like show the picture of what
is
the
amazing.
event is?
Yeah, this is awesome. The super spreader.
You guys, this was the super spreader event. All those people, not one of them is less than 6 inches next to each other.
Do you remember a super soaker?
Yes.
Like that water. That's like, it sounds like a super spreader sounds like a fun thing. Like it sounds like you want to go to a super spreader, but not when it comes to COVID.
No.
Kellyanne Conway got COVID. How do we know about that? What?
Her daughter.
Yeah. You're laughing because that was.
We were all like, it's funny, but it's like, that's your mom.
Yeah, that's your mom. Like, maybe don't tell people that, but fine. You guys are both on one, apparently. Chris Christie, like I said, also who was advising Trump and prepping Trump for the debate. So obviously they were in close proximity, got it as well. A few different senators, I believe 3 Republican senators already have tested positive. And remember, sometimes it takes multiple days for these tests to show up positive.
That's the problem. We don't understand the testing or like know what the incubation period is different in everyone.
So it's we won't know. And they say that we won't know possibly for like another week what the spread actually looks like in the Republican Party and in people who were in close proximity. Even Biden testing negative after being in the same vicinity as Trump. We don't know if that will stick.
Trump was looking at Biden while he talked the entire time.
I know. And they're saying Nancy Pelosi needs to be like literally quarantined right now because she was not in the same space as them. And in case something happens with Pence and Trump, and they're both incapacitated, that Pelosi as Speaker of the House needs to be ready to take charge. Like all of the stuff is completely unprecedented.
And and all of them are at risk because all of these people are very old.
They're all old.
And it's just like
and a lot of them are very heavy.
Heavy.
And we know that there is a direct correlation between if you are overweight and you are not overage, of a certain age, overage, what the hell is overage, then you are much more at risk.
Yeah. I mean, it's just absolutely wild that these people, it shows you that they never had a plan or believed the plan of quarantining and like staying socially distanced, the Republicans mainly, because the fact that this is happening to them under like political events is a joke.
How do you think this actually affects what Trump feels about coronavirus? Do you think he now, like for the first time, he's taking it seriously? Do you think he actually can change and like the things he's tweeting out he really means? Do you think he will, moving forward, advise his fans to be more cautious? Like, what do you think that actually comes from this?
Yeah, I do, because I think he's such an extreme narcissist, like one of the greatest that's ever lived on earth as a narcissist, that everything is about him. So if he does get actually sick and doesn't feel good, even in the slightest, I think he will completely take it more seriously and start telling people to wear a mask, and it has nothing to do with them and everything to do with him.
But wouldn't that be him in some way owning up to the fact that he was wrong?
Yeah, but he'll flip it.
And say what? How do you flip that?
How does he flip P-tapes? Grab him by the pussy. 77 sexual assault accusations.
Yeah.
He's a master.
Well, usually he does it by just avoiding it.
Yeah.
So I wonder if like he's just on to the new one and we see old footage and he just doesn't acknowledge that he said anything that he's previously said.
Yeah.
Which would be so fucking wild. It's insane. What do you guys think at home? How will this affect what goes on in the future of Trump's presidency? Because regardless of whether he wins or loses in November, Trump is still our president for the next several months.
Yeah.
We still have him for October, November, and December at a bare minimum. So what will that affect? And also, we haven't spoken about the fact that this could get a lot worse. There's speculation that he's really not doing well, because otherwise a lot of people believe he wouldn't have gone to the hospital. He also is taking medication that is not proven to help, so we never know how that can react with somebody's body.
/ they're only giving to patients in serious critical condition, which doesn't mean that it's only for that, but like it means that it's not really foolproof. It's not tested.
So there's also the fact that this could get really bad, and we probably won't know. Experts are saying we won't know from the day that he tested positive for probably 8, 9, or 10 days on which way this thing will turn for him.
Yeah.
So in all likeliness, he will be fine. If we look at the stats, he will be fine. But there is a possibility that he will not be fine. And what does that look like? What does that look like for this country? Steph, I know that we were talking about this before, and you believe that the country would be in extreme turmoil if something did happen to him.
I think that it could get really, really ugly and like really scary if he dies. That's what it would take. And if the more people,
or is in a coma or incapacitated, in any way, and has to give up.
Yeah, and I think it will make the election so much more complicated and god awful than it already is, especially because I believe it's the 25th Amendment.
Yes,
gives Pence. So if Trump died before the election, Pence would automatically be put on the ballot, and it would just be so confusing for everyone, so problematic. We're already a country divided, and we like literally hate each other. So I just think it could get really, really ugly. I think also for like around the globe, if you're looking at America, and not just like in England where Boris got sick, or like one person here, like an entire cabinet is getting sick. It's like it's embarrassing.
And the likeliness that Trump will pass is very little, but the likeliness that somebody, when they're all above the age of 70, and a lot of them are not in the greatest health, the likelihood that somebody might get severely ill is higher.
Very high.
So also, just while we're in speculation land, what do you think? Obviously completely unprecedented. I don't know if you know the answer to this. If Biden got very sick, if he ended up contracting COVID via Donald Trump or however, and he was no longer able to run because he had passed away or anything like that, what does the party do? Do they run Kamala or do they run Bernie?
I think the party
are they allowed to choose?
I don't know, but I think the party gets to pick who they would run.
Because I don't believe they would run Kamala
I don't
for president.
think they would either.
I think that they would run Bernie and have Kamala be his VP, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, like, can they do that?
It's like kind of like we're in new territory where I don't know if there's rules. There might not even be a rule in place for the running incumbent. Like, what happened?
No, I don't think. What?
It's like.
Why do I put the stuff on?
I know. It's like peeling off.
Like you can see it in there.
No, I don't know.
So I think just leave it, right?
Okay.
Or no.
There, got it.
Gone?
Yeah.
So I have a pimple and I'm trying to get rid of it because we have a shoot today.
I would just be so upset if you had something hanging and then it was showing.
You guys can see. It's really bothering
I love how you
me.
got close.
Well, because like I don't know that they can see it from here, but you can definitely see it from here.
Yeah,
it's really
very
pissing
small,
me off.
but she's very upset.
Yeah, I'm being obnoxious about it. Whatever, it's my 202nd show. I'm allowed to bitch about whatever I want to bitch about. Let's see what's going on in the Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Today's the 3rd, so not much is going on in the Streamlabs. But Katie the Good Witch between yesterday and today said, "Sorry if I made it weird with Billy. The fact that so many straight white dudes, even ones I like, get to keep their jobs while everyone else is struggling just really bothers me, especially some like SJU that seems to have more of a conscience." So you probably have no idea what this is about. I will explain what this is about. And then, Katie, I'll explain why I didn't read your second comment on air yesterday. So since pandemic, Screen Junkies initially was having like Danielle and Roth on more often, but as of late, as of the last month, they've only had straight white men on their show, on their Screen Junkies universe, their morning show with Joe and Spencer and sometimes Billy and Eric Goldman.
Okay.
all people who I really adore.
Yeah.
And have been there for a long time. So Katie yesterday, when Billy Business, Billy is one of the producers at Screen Junkies, came on. Katie asked in the super chat why they're only having straight white men on the show. And Billy answered the question as best as he could. He doesn't produce that show. He doesn't book for that show. And that's like the restrictions they're being given right now, that they only can book people who are on staff. They're not like bringing in freelancers. And that Danielle is working on some other projects and Roth is too busy to be on the show. And I've told you guys that they've told me that they can't bring me in right now. And then Katie, you asked another time about it. And I didn't keep asking Billy because when I invite somebody on as a guest on my show, I don't want to put them in a position that is such that A, if they speak on this, they might risk their job. B, it was uncomfortable. So you don't have to apologize for it, but that's why I didn't read your second comment, because you already asked it. It already was uncomfortable and it's not his fault. And I get where you're coming from. And I agree that in an ideal scenario, there isn't a world in which that network has, especially because it was so important. Joe is like, it's so important to him as the booker of the show to make sure that they don't just have straight white men on the show. But there was, I didn't find a point in hitting it over the head again because there was nothing Billy could say, and I didn't want to make him feel bad as my guest.
Yeah, I feel that.
So that is why I didn't ask that. But Katie, you're so loved here. Welcome here always. And I think it's a completely valid opinion to have, and I think that Billy thinks it's a valid opinion to have as well. So just
they all do. There's just sometimes reasons that can't be spoken for business reasons.
Yeah, totally. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, guys. Not one Streamlabs coming today, and Stexy is back. This is so weird. You guys don't even care about this.
Yeah, you guys, what happened? I need the Streamlabs pop in. Roxy and I, before our World Girl episode today, which we're so excited about, we had such a good day with Dorina as well.
Yeah. Should we tell them what we did yesterday?
Yeah, Cheetah Sisters to the fucking max.
Yeah, we went downtown, in downtown LA. I can't tell you exactly where, but we were gathering stuff for today's episode. They know what the episode is, right? So we're shooting today our Day of the Dead episode, which we found out is not Dia de los Muertos. It's just Dia de Muertos. Yeah, which is wild because we're stupid. Not you and I, but like Americans.
Yeah.
And so we went to get all the stuff that we need to make this altar, and like we're doing all this stuff, and we went downtown, obviously with our masks on. We're being completely social distance and all that stuff. But it was really great yesterday. And to reward ourselves, Steph and I got a really nice dinner. It was way more expensive than we thought.
Yeah. Pockets are feeling a little empty today.
Yeah, so.
However, bellies are feeling full.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't really nice. Like we spent hundreds of dollars. It was just nice. Like, oh, I forgot that food costs money because I don't do things like this.
LA drinks are $15 a drink.
That was wild. Flex. Weird flex, but okay. Let's talk about Cam Newton a little bit. So this one really stressed me out, and you guys are going to have to fill me in on this. I wanted to call my brother before the show to get the tea because I'm a little confused. When Steph got the notification via
New York Times, which is pretty reliable.
Yeah, New York Times. They had said that the game was going to be canceled this Sunday. I think it was postponed. I think it's Patriots Chiefs.
I still have the notification.
I believe it was supposed to be Patriots Chiefs. Because people on both teams were testing positive for COVID. Then I saw via like Sports Illustrated and ESPN and stuff that Cam Newton is going to be sitting out Sunday's game after testing positive for COVID. So those are two completely different things, and I'm a little confused on what's happening on Sunday.
Yeah, because it said multiple team members on both sides tested positive. So
Gregory Castillo says, move to Tuesday most likely, but how could Cam Newton play on Tuesday?
Yeah.
There's no way. So Super Dan says, Pats versus Chiefs. Adam Schefter says it likely to be played on Tuesday. Alex Lynch said postponed. They're shooting for Tuesday, but most likely postponed longer. So then what would happen? I don't think that they wait for Cam Newton, right?
No, they'll have to play their backup. Who's their backup? Or a second string?
I think we drafted somebody this year who was actually who we were practicing. I don't think so.
Oh.
Who is our second right now? Shit, I don't even actually know.
Roxy and I
After
did bring up a
Garoppolo
great
is gone, I have
argument,
no
though.
idea who it is now.
You know who's doing better than the NFL?
The NBA.
The NBA.
The NFL sucks dick at this. Oh, Hoyer. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot about that. There were three names that were getting thrown around a lot for the Patriots. Brian Hoyer has been the backup. Yeah. Oh, and Stidham. Yeah, that's the third name. Thank you, Zadius. Jarrett Stidham. Yeah.
They should just keep everyone
I don't know what
inside
they
of
do.
closed. Like, they should be playing East Coast, West Coast, one, like, place.
What do you mean? Like
Per
one
division. Yeah.
Well, some of the stadiums, Steph, they're having fans in them. Like, not Gillette, not the Patriots, but a lot of the teams are having.
What, like the Cowboys?
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Cowboys. I fucking hate the Cowboys.
Why?
It's not against the players and it's not against the state. It's against the administration. Like, that entire leadership of the Cowboys has been trashed forever. They constantly have sexual assault issues, and then they like make people suspended for weeks for weed. I cannot stand the hypocrisy.
Yeah. Baseball's been having a really hard time at this too. So the NFL and the MLB have really not taken into consideration, like, we have to like
be a bubble.
Yeah. And the NBA was like, no, fuck you guys. We're going to make sure none of our players get sick.
Yeah.
And they really did an amazing job. Yeah. Shout out to Lloyd Nance, the very first person to ever give me a super chat on the show, and the first person to give one today. Appreciate that, super sticker, and you are awesome. Stanley Cup played in a neutral safe zone, says Rob K. I don't watch the NHL at all. Oh, I forgot about our food.
Is it here?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me see.
I can go get it. I'm so excited.
Let me see. Usually they come back here. We'll see what happens. Steph and I ordered lunch. We like this salad place.
I'm shedding all over Roxy's place, but I'm trying so hard to accumulate the hairs.
It's really cute. I wish you guys could see the pile over there.
I'll show you.
And it says that.
This is why I said my exes, I don't care
It says it already delivered.
Oh.
Maybe he put it at the front.
This is from just now. Sorry to gross you guys out, but I just want to show you what I deal with. I am a descendant of Chewbacca. I'm a Wookiee, and I shed like one.
Today I looked at Steph's scrapbook, and do you guys know that her teachers made her make a scrapbook?
This was in 12th grade, senior year.
Of her past relationships. Like, it's literally a relationship page.
And so each page was designated to a different thing, and one of them was a full relationship page, and I didn't even realize this. I remember at the time feeling a little bit uncomfortable because I had broken up with one of them, and then I was just started to date the other, and I felt a lot of pressure to be like, now I have to include them in a scrapbook that I'm going to keep for the rest of my life.
Gregory Castillo says, what class was that? That's a great question.
English. And we had to write an essay about each one. It was
Your hair looks really good.
Really? I haven't straightened it in so long.
It looks really good.
Amazing.
Guys, she slayed that.
Wow.
I bid $500 for Steph's loose hair. Would you send that hair in the mail for $500?
Yeah, I would.
Rob K, no fucking joke. If you in the Streamlabs put $500 and send your address, I will Venmo Steph those $500 and she will send her hair.
Full send,
not kidding. Straight up, that would be amazing. Red Sands 1001 says, I almost never am free to watch these live. Came in late. Anyone hear much about Armenia? Oh, thank you. Look, it's fucking hard.
It's so hard. I don't know how you do it.
We were actually looking at this.
Azerbaijan.
We were actually looking at this right before. Yeah. Anyone hear about Armenia and Azerbaijan? We were just talking about this.
Yeah, it's really confusing. I'm Armenian, and I have some Armenian friends that have gotten on me actually about not posting enough about this, which I have been posting about it. The problem is it is so hard to get Armin Hammer.
Anybody heard about Armin?
You heard about Armin Hammer baking soda? It eliminates smell and odor.
Just wondering.
But it's complicated because what it seems to be happening, what Armenians are claiming, is that there has been unannounced airstrikes and other forms of like violence perpetrated on Armenians without any sort of signal, and they have like a ceasefire order, and they're going in territories that are supposed to be neutral. And Armenians think that this is, and Turkey is supplying Azerbaijan with some weapons, and Armenians are thinking that Turkey is trying to finish what it started, and they're referring to the genocide of 1.5 million Armenians. This was in 1918. I should know this. It's really bad. But anyways, so it's really, really complicated. I need to definitely do more research.
I don't know shit about shit. Anything I know is via Steph. What was the other thing that, interestingly enough, which is not related, but yesterday when we were hanging out with Darina, Dee asked Steph and I about the Middle East, just in general. She was like, can you explain to me what's going on in terms of like why Seth Rogen was got caught heat for making those comments, or why he is not pro-Israel or whatever you want to. I go like that because I think that's like a shitty title too, similar to pro-life, like whatever. But I have a hard time talking about these subjects because they're so complex, and we're not
on the ground.
Yeah, and I don't know the answer.
And I unfortunately don't have family living there anymore because of the genocide. All my family, like, we moved to Lebanon and Palestine.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have.
Scary stuff, though. And if you guys have any more information, we'd love for you guys to educate us on it, because I'm always getting more news from you guys.
It does seem like Armenians are getting fucked over right now. I really need to do more, though.
Jake Yakubet in the streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer says, y'all have a great shoot later.
Thank you. We're so excited about this one.
It's like if I stretch it out, but then it just does the thing. All right. We are very excited about this one. It's going to be really, I think, like kind of a sweet one. We're stoked. Mark Jason Ali in the streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer says, hi, Roxy. Just sending support. Hope you're doing well, ladies. Take care. Question. Do you give any weight to the rumor that Trump is faking in an effort to be seen as a COVID hero? I don't, but it's interesting to think of meme going around on Facebook. Mark Jason Ali, I do give weight to that. Definitely. I don't know that I think that is, I think it's possible. I'm not saying that I think that it's true, but I do think it's possible because I don't trust him.
Yeah.
So I don't trust what he says.
Me too.
So that goes to any area of life.
That's the problem when you lie about as simple of things as what you ate for breakfast to as critical of things as do you have COVID. Like, you no longer have our trust. So of course I'm going to question that, especially when we're so close to the election and we've been dealing with COVID. Like, the fact that we have high official leaders getting COVID months after we know a lot more than we did in January, February.
Yeah, it's so different than people who got COVID early on. And I'm not saying that anybody who gets COVID now, it's their fault, because of course that's not the case. But when you are sitting in a room with hundreds of people and you're not wearing a mask, then I do believe that you are partially at fault. Like, because you could have prevented what you're doing.
Yeah. I do think he's probably sick. I mean, going to he
doesn't seem like he would want to be considered weak in any area, and having COVID would be a weakness. Yes. So I don't think he would make it up, but it is distracting from what the real issues are right now. It could possibly have a positive effect on his campaign. We don't know. It definitely mixes things up. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I do not know. Streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer. Katie the Good Witch says, so glad to have Steph back. Love both you girls.
Love you, Katie the Good Witch.
Steph not on the show in a minute.
I know.
Well, you came on for the 200.
Yeah, but barely any time.
Yeah.
It was like just the tip.
Just to see how it feels. That's why you're back for more.
Yeah.
Glenn Caesar in the streamlabs.com/RoxyStryer says, hello, Roxy and Steph. Love ya. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Here's your daily reminder. You're kind, you're smart, you're important, and so you are worthy. Peace, love, and hugs. Have an awesome day, rock stars. Roxy and Steph. Enjoy today's The World Girls Shoot. RJ and Steph. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love those daily reminders. We need it. Steph and I did our daily yoga type practice. It was tough today.
It was, and it was really hot outside. I was sweating bullets.
We are going to be shooting outside today because we shoot all our TWG stuff outside right now so that our crew can be socially distanced from us. And it's going to be 100 degrees outside, 100 degrees.
Say what?
I don't want to say it again. I just don't.
I know, and there's nothing you can do when you're outside to quell that.
No, to beat the heat.
There's no shade.
No, there is none. And like also because of where we sit usually, Brennan, who does our sound, gets to be somewhere else, like a little bit in the shade. Where Cam's camera was in the shade, where Frank's camera was in the shade. RB3, middle of the fucking heat.
Yeah,
like it feels like every time he's like
protect
in the
RB3,
middle of the heat. Yeah.
Yeah, let's protect him this time.
At all costs. Do you want to know why I think it is?
Huh.
I've never heard RB3 bitch about anything. So I feel like, yeah, he does not really complain. I've heard him be vocal about things, i.e. the Robert Meyer Burnett situation, like, or J.K. Rowling. So I don't mean I've never heard him have an opinion. I just mean I don't hear him complain. Like he's not like I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm tired, I'm cold, I'm hot. Yeah, exactly. Like he just is not a complainer. So, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't protect him.
Yeah, no. Well, also he's like our pride and joy.
Ooh, how's our episode doing?
Yeah, how is the episode doing?
Oh, look, Patreon's finally fucking working. So annoying.
Are you all sharing this episode to your mom and your friends and your dads and your cousins and your uncles and your aunts and your siblings and your teachers? And who did you say last time? Your teacher's daughter or some shit?
I don't know. Your lovers. 0 thumbs down.
Oh, fuck yeah. 980. We can easily get this over 1K.
Yeah. YouTube.com/theworldgirls was my favorite episode so far. Oh, mad thumbs up, still going.
I'm a fucking boat.
Steph, what does this mean? Steph give you quintuplets. What does that mean?
Are you
like wants to impregnate you?
If you gave me quintuplets,
how many is that? 5?
You are the devil. You have devil sperm.
Is that 5?
Sorry to anyone who's a quintuplet. Yes.
Calix says blue balls is a myth. Says a girl without balls. LOL. It's not a myth. I think Darina made up that it's a myth.
Here's the thing. I trust Darina with whatever she says about sex.
Yeah.
So is it made up? Probably.
Yeah.
Do I believe her? Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. If Darina says something about balls, then I'm like, that must be fact about balls.
We had such a good conversation with her about sex last night.
We did.
I just like love picking her little kink brain.
Yeah, she's awesome. And very like, I will help you do this.
Non-judgmental.
Yeah, if you want to achieve this, we will help.
This could be your thing, Steph. This couldn't be your thing, Steph.
Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah.
Darina.
We're going to do more World Girl stuff on that. In the meantime, we're going to get out of here because we got to prep for this shoot today. But we are going to be back on the World Girls tomorrow night for our wind down, 8 p.m. And we'll give our highs and lows of the week. Like always, we'll do it with a glass of wine. You guys, please join us, youtube.com/theworldgirls. And on Wednesday, we are giving Witchcraft a whirl with Haley Fouch, who's an awesome badass witch, and she's going to be teaching us like spells and witchcraft and wizardry.
Yeah, so get all the questions that you actually have about witchcraft, because I know we like talk a big witch game, but
we don't know that much.
We are in the levels of things, we are low.
Yeah,
so
100%.
She will know them.
And also, I'll be back, of course, live at the Roxy 1 p.m. Steph, what's going on your channel right now? I know that you're planning on shooting something this week.
Yeah, I'm going to be shooting this weekend. I got a little bit postponed, and then I should be releasing 2 videos next week. Yeah, I know.
Damn, you said it out loud. You said it proud.
Yeah. I have 2 different scripts lined up, so.
Wow. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, we're getting out of here. We love you guys a lot. Wish us luck on the shoot today. We appreciate it. Remember when I started the show and I fucked up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
I remember that too.
But we were talking, right? We'll have to play back the tapes.
I think so. This pimple fucking hurts.
Know,
see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. You don't feel that bad.
It's flat, though, now.
No.
Oh, it looks flat.
It hurts. Okay,
I don't feel bad.
Make your bed. No, bye. Are you going to say bye?
Bye.
Bye.